The whole world, the whole entire world is up under someone else's mind. It's up under someone else's ideology, theology, worldview. Oh, you don't believe me? What's a devil? You probably said something like, oh, devils are like the little minions of Lucifer, and they all, they're in hell and they torture the people there that's in hell. Yeah, that sounds like a Jewish way of describing our own internal desires. Everyone is up under someone else's mind. You don't believe me? What's that big bright circle thing in the sky that lights up the whole world? Oh, you're gonna say it's a sun, and a sun is a big ball of gas, and it's like a big giant fireball, and it's in space, and it could die in a few million years, and you sound like these fucking scientists. You sound like the curriculum that the Masons made up for the world to believe. Everyone is up under someone else's mind. Because where the fuck did that come from? Where does anything come from, right? Let's get to the root of it. Where does anything come from? It comes from someone else's mind. The mind is always and will always, in all realms of reality, be the starting point to everything and anything, including finite physical things. It's called manifestation. This came to be because someone thought of it first. Wouldn't it be nice to kind of have like, oh, if you don't know what this is the closet, by the way, it's just closed. But yeah, wouldn't someone was just all like, wouldn't it be nice to have like a specific place where I could put like all of like my clothes and like my wardrobe at? And then a closet was born. And now you have the physical representation of what started in someone else's mind. Everything starts as an idea. Everything starts as a gas, a liquid. Because ideas are gases and liquids. They're real, actual things, or else you wouldn't be able to be aware of them. They have to exist for you to be aware of it. Just because you can't see it, perceive it, taste it, or touch it does not mean it's not real, or else you would not be able to be aware of it. So your thoughts are real. They're gas and they're liquid. It starts off as a gas and liquid, and then it gets physical. So everything starts from someone else's mind. It starts from the mind. So if you're born and you see a world full of stuff, full of ideas and beliefs and religions and corporations, understand that every single thing that you're looking at is a product from someone's mind. Because that is the starting point in all realms of reality. The mind. The spirit controls the mind, and the mind controls the body. So whenever the spirit wants the body to do something, it has to go through the mind. Whenever the body wants to get to the spirit, it has to go through the mind. And what is the spirit? The spirit is freedom of expression. The spirit is all possibilities. It's freedom in itself. So, everything, including your own mind, came from someone else's mind. Because everything that's in your mind, everything that you know, believe, your perspective and your worldview did not come from you. Because you adapted concepts and beliefs and worldviews. If your mind is your own, then your worldview, your belief system, your concept, and the meaning and reasonings that you attach to things will purely be based off of your own values and your own experiences. If they're based off of what you grew up with or what you've learned, what's been taught to you, then it's off of someone else's mind. This includes everything that you've learned in school. Everything that you've learned in school was literally just the process of indoctrination. Entering your spirit into their mind. Now you're now living in their reality because the mind projects out what you see in the world. We might be looking at the same things, but the mind is so powerful, it has the power to morph what you're seeing. And so the perception of what you're seeing could be two completely different things. And so since we have two completely different perceptions, we are in two different realities. But they put you in school and teach you their indoctrination. And so now you perceive things the way that they want you to perceive things. Now you are in their reality. You know how people say, oh, we're in the Matrix? That's what I'm talking about here. The Matrix is not out here. The Matrix is in your mind. The Matrix is your perception. It's how you see the world. That's the Matrix. When you break out of the Matrix, it's when you see the world for what it actually is, beyond what it appears to be. And then based off of that objective format, you create your own perception. And now you have your own mind. So let's take it back a moment. We as spirits, we're nothing. We're no thing. No shape and form. We're just subjects. We come together because imagine for a moment in your head just empty space. Then right here, this space and location of the big empty space is a spirit. This space and location is another spirit. This space and location is another spirit. So they're all relative to each other, but they're all in different spaces and locations. And then they all come together from their location, from their space. The subjects come together and they create the objective. They create objects. We create reality. We create what's real. We create what's true based on the pattern. Okay, from my space and location, I perceive that object, right, what we're pointing to is like this. Okay, from my space and location, I perceive it to be like this. Okay, from my space and location, I perceive that whatever we're pointing to or whatever it is like this, right? Okay, what's the pattern? Meaning like what's the one thing that from all of our different points of views, what's the one thing that repeats? What's the one thing that we all could agree on? There's a thing. We all agree on that. Okay, so that becomes the objective. that becomes the format that we can now spring off of to build a reality. We literally create what's true. We, as spirits, we literally create what's true. Because in all actuality, I'm taking you guys to a higher level here. In all actuality, there is no truth. There is no lie. Everything just is what it is. We come together and based on whatever we agree on becomes the truth for us, though. For that reality, though. For that realm, though. In all actuality, there is no truth. And that's why truth seekers will forever be lost in the rabbit hole until they can come to that conclusion. That there is no fucking truth. We create truth. So now, us as humans, us as spirits, right? We all collectively agreed that, okay, the sun is a big ball of fire. Here's another perspective for you. What if the sun is just a big collision of two atmospheres or of two objects colliding with each other, causing friction, and that friction is sparking a light? And because it's so far away, it's, to us, we're perceiving it as something that's happening very, very slowly. A slow motion collision. And the friction that it's sparking is the sun. That's another perspective. And the day, the spark of dawn, all the way until night, is us just experiencing the event from start to finish on a cycle. Now, if we all as humans agreed upon that, we would literally be in a whole different reality. Because now when you look up in the sky, you would perceive it as, okay, that's an event happening from a very, very far distant land. That's so far away, it's happening in slow motion. You would start putting other pieces together like, okay, so then that means there is no sky. There's only distance and closeness. There is no up and down. It's just so far away, I perceive it to be up. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole new fucking world now. You have entered a different reality now. Just because you have gained a new perspective on what things are. You've attached a new reasoning and meaning to the world around you. Therefore now, your mind is projecting a whole different reality. You see how it works? This is how we as spirits create worlds. It's beautiful. It's literally fucking beautiful. But those fucking authorities made everyone go to school and perceive the sun to be a floating gas ball of light. My question for you is, if space has this planet and this sun and that sun, why is the whole entire space not lit up? Why is space still dark? If it was filled with big balls of fire, then how the fuck is a spaceship able to just float, just fly around space without burning up? Because last time I checked, there's stars that's even hotter than the sun. According to science, there's stars that's even hotter than the sun. So hot that it could be billions of miles away and you would still feel the heat. So how the fuck could a spaceship fly through space and not know that in any given moment it could literally burn up in fire because of a sun that's so fucking far away but is extremely hot, still able to cause large amounts of heat in that area that a spaceship is in? How? You guys don't think. None of the shit that they say makes any fucking sense when you think. And you know why you guys don't think? Because you guys have fell into your desires. And so you guys really only care about catering to your desires, making your dreams come true, getting what you want, living your best life. You care about that more than your mind, which literally creates the reality that you're in, that you're trying to fucking reach, that the best life of that you want to live in. Your mind creates the reality. So your mind creates what your mind, how can I say this? Your mind literally creates the world that you're in. Therefore, it creates the desires to have. It creates the perception of happiness, like all of it. It starts with the mind. But you guys care about your desires first, which is backwards. That's why you guys don't think. You guys care about living your best life, but your mind literally creates what life you're fucking in the fucking first place. So maybe if you actually cared about your mind first, you could create your best life through your fucking mind by entering a perception, by attaching meanings and reasonings to things that actually suit and cater to those fucking desires. And now you won't have to go after your best life. You already will be in your best life because you're living now in your best reality, which is your heaven. You don't create your heaven by going after your desires. You create your heaven by reprogramming your fucking mind. Your worldview, that is the world you're in. You want to be in heaven? Create your mindset. Create your mind. You're not happy here? Get out of the Masonic worldview, the Masonic mind, the Jewish mind. Create your own religion, your own perspective. Create your own science. Create your own objective. And you will see the kingdom of heaven. Promise. Promise. Everyone is up under someone else's mind. And it's not until you go outside and decipher for yourself what the world that you're living in is for yourself, and you go within yourself and you decipher what these energies are for yourself, instead of, oh, I cheated. Oh, the devil made me cheat. Oh, really get into like what do they mean by the devil made me cheat? A desire. A desire made me cheat. A desire made me sin. Because I know that I am nothing. I am subjective. I am nothing at all. So a desire is not me. When you want something, you say, I want that thing. You don't say, I'm that thing. You say, I want it. Okay, so that lets you know right then and there in the English language that there is a separation between I, the spirit, and the desire. I want. Two different words, two different things. So when you get a desire, and the desire makes you do something that you later regret, that is what the Jews were talking about when they said, the devil made me do it. And it's also very victimizing too, saying made me do it, because you as a spirit chose to fall into the desire. You're the greater spirit. The spirit is great, is stronger than all the things. The subject is stronger than the object because we create the object. So we're stronger than our desires, than our doubts, than all of that. But we fell into it. So you need to take accountability. The Christian religion helps you to avoid taking accountability and puts you in a victim mindset. Anyways, once you understand what the Bible is talking about, then you could decide for yourself and give yourself meanings and reasonings to these things, and you could you can give them your own names and your own title. I've done this myself already. I look at God not as an almighty being that is to be worshipped, that lives in the sky. I look at God as freedom of expression. Freedom in itself. I'd rather live my days praising and worshiping and working for freedom and freedom of expression than working, enslaving, and worshiping some almighty powerful God that lives in the sky. And have to go through him to get anything that I want in life. Because what? I'm too weak to get it myself? No. My God is freedom of expression. Freedom in itself. Now, stemming from that, I look at the devil as self-doubt. Whenever I doubt myself, I look at that as, okay, the devil is trying to get me to go away from God, which is freedom of expression. Because I doubt myself, I doubt my capabilities, I don't believe in myself, I'm not going to express myself freely. I'm not going to express myself the way that I see fit because I doubt who I am. And because I doubt it, I'm not going to express it because what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this? What if da-da-da-da-da? The what ifs, that's doubt. I don't doubt. I'm with God. I look at Satan as stagnation. Satan, stagnation. devil, doubt. Lucifer, light, the light. I look at Satan as stagnation. Because whenever I listen to the devil, which works for Satan, whenever I listen to the devil and I doubt myself, and I no longer believe in myself, and I no longer express myself freely, I'm now living in a world of stagnation, in a world of routine. Where everything stays the same. Because I don't believe in myself, I'm not going to expand. I'm not going to go out there and take risk. Because I doubt that I could even be anything or do anything. I'm going to stay where I'm at. And everything in my life becomes stagnant and becomes a routine and becomes boring and becomes very predictable. And the longer I stay there, soon enough, I will be in hell with Lucifer. What is hell? Hell is a state of being. Hell is depression. If I stay there long enough, I will be depressed. And I will be with Lucifer. What is Lucifer? The light. What is the light? And the light is anything that you can be aware of. Don't look at light as like how this room is lit up by the sun, or, look at light as in light in weight. So what's light in weight? Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. So if I stay there long enough, I will be depressed, drowning in all my thoughts and emotions. Lucifer. That is my religion. That is my meanings and reasonings and titles that I give to my own external energies that I experience in my life. This is what the Jews did and created the Christian religion. They had their own artistic way of describing everyone's everyday internal energies. And I've just presented to you my own way of describing everyone's internal energies. And you can create one too for yourself. That's what we're all supposed to do as spirits. And the other thing too, the other mistake that you guys make is thinking that one is right, the other is wrong. These are perspectives of the same thing. Different perspectives of the world around us and different perspectives of our own internal energies. But we're all pointing to the same thing, but looking at it through a different lens. So we are both right. We are both wrong. You understand? Everyone is up under someone else's mind. I'll see you guys at the next one.